To McFadden. He sneaks right through, runs for a first down, breaks a tackle, he may go! 20 of the Broncos, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown! Raiders! An absolute rout now.
I think Greg Papa sprained something on that call.
God, we love that, Damon.
It's been quite some time since the Raiders have busted out an offensive performance like that in a single game, particularly in an AFC West form. Welcome to Raiders Press Conference Live. Damon Andrews alongside the four-time Super Bowl champ, Bill Romanowski. And, Bill, what can you say? A franchise record across the board. 59 points put up against a Denver Broncos team that is 2-5 in the season. What a rout. What a way for the Raiders to make a statement that this team is for real, especially within the division.
You know what? I think when you hear Tom Cable talk, he said, you know what, I challenged the guys. Well, you know what? He did more than challenge. He challenged them, but they were inspired. They came out with a cockiness. They were confident. It was from the first snap, I could just tell when they were out on that field, I was like, they're going to kick the crap out of the Denver Broncos. I was like, I could just feel it. And I kept saying that, you know what, the Oakland Raiders play well when they're in Denver, but oh my Lord, it was beyond well.
Worthy
yeah,
of an oh my Lord. Tommy Kelly said it. He goes, he see the guys' eyes on the offensive side of the football, and they were like saucers. It was 21-0 before the Broncos ever looked up and really thought, what the heck is going on here? Let's take a look at the stats of this one. In the last three contests, Oakland by the numbers, and overall, 38 points scored, 7. This was, what are we looking at here? Total score, total yards, 122, 275, total 508 total yards, Romo. We're talking about it against the Denver Broncos. 508 yards.
We like that.
We like that. And this is what we want to see from this Raiders offense. Jason Campbell coming off a 10.7 quarterback rating. And he comes back with a 127.
Yeah, and you know what it was is he didn't have to do it himself. It was really simple. What they did is they handed the ball off to Darren McFadden. And, you know, the one thing about Darren McFadden, I heard Tony Bruno on our show yesterday say, is Darren McFadden the league MVP?
Well, after missing a couple of games coming back from the hamstring injury.
I tell you what, I was like, you know what? He's not a league MVP yet. But I tell you what.
He might be a team MVP.
He's definitely a team MVP. The spark that he brings, both catching the ball out of the backfield. You know, what I also saw is really good play calling by Hugh Jackson yesterday. I saw, you know, a boot throw back to the tight end. Score a touchdown on that. I saw a screen in the red zone. I saw a reverse to Jacoby Ford. They really mixed things up, and that's what I didn't see in the game against the 49ers. I saw a real boring offensive play selection against the Niners, but he came back. And what I even loved was at the end of the third quarter when they're blowing them out, what do? They dial up a bomb. And they throw a bomb, and, you know, they even got Nick Miller, punt returner, into the game. Everyone got a piece of the action, which was beautiful.
Offense. Heard from the coach, Tom Cable, on a milestone victory, 59-14 over the Denver Broncos. When we come back, we have much more ahead on Raiders Press Conference Live.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Oakland, California.
Absolutely incredible!
You can take your losses bad. You can't take your wins high. I mean, the San Francisco game was, you know, a setback for us. We felt that we should have, you know, won that game, but we came in, looked at the film, and the way that we played for us, giving up big plays and also not scoring. I mean, we didn't deserve to win. You have to fight every fourth quarter in this league, and yesterday we put that together and we showed what we can do.
It seemed like it was a 360 completely from how you guys played at the start of the season. I mean, everybody did their job. I mean, can that be something that we can look forward to seeing moving forward, or was that just a fluke?
No, it's never a fluke with us. We have the talent. I think we're probably the most talented team in the National Football League. And if we play like we played yesterday, and we do the same thing in practice, and we expect to win, we expect to make plays, and we did that yesterday. So it's like, we put the points up, we had turnovers, and it was just a all effort for all three phases yesterday.
Was your play a read of the play once it started, or was it something that you thought from the very first, before the ball was even snapped, I think they're going this way, I'm going to...
You talking about my pick?
Yeah, you're
I didn't think about it till yesterday, last night on the plane. That's actually the same play that I picked off 2 years ago, but Eddie Royal was running that route. But they sent that guy in motion, and I read it the whole way, and Orton, he was looking the whole way, so I didn't think he was going to throw it, and I just jumped around, and, everything else spoke for itself.
Cable had told us on Friday when we were talking about the lack of, how surprising it was he only had 2 interceptions and only one was by a defensive back, and he was saying, I just want him to be more aggressive. I just want him to see the ball, go get it. Was that?
Yeah, Coach Cable, he tell the DBs every week in and week out, man, be aggressive. I think the last couple of weeks we just been playing passive. We've been doing our job, but we haven't been attacking the ball. And as a DB, that's got to be your motto, is just to attack the ball. And I felt yesterday that we was doing that. We had a couple of big plays, and I had my interception. So, like I said, hands down, all three phases did an excellent job yesterday, and that's why we came out victorious.
What are you guys going to do this?
You got to believe that's the case. With that said, let's take you back out to...
It's very close. You look at our division. It's close. Every game, every week counts. It's never a dull moment. And you look at the season, we're, like I said, 2 or 3 plays away from probably being a 5-2 team or a 4-3 team. So you just got to keep grinding, keep pushing forward. But none of the past matters now. What matters is what's ahead of us.
True words never spoken from Jason Campbell right after the Raiders put it down on the Denver Broncos in a Mile High. But you take a look at the AFC West standings, Bill, and you see a Kansas City Chiefs team 4-2. They're 1-0 in the division, but the Raiders are in the driver's seat, 2-0 right now in the AFC West, 3-4. Denver and San Diego both sitting at 2-5, and largely because they haven't played 4 full quarters throughout the season until the Denver Bronco game.
Well, you know what? They only had to play 3 quarters yesterday, Damon.
Points-wise, yeah,
they put 59 up in 3 quarters. So, part of me, I wanted to see him score 70 yesterday.
Well, I think they could.
I wasn't happy with 59. Why would they be happy?
Well, Coach Campbell.
Yeah, you just got to get back into that center world of thought, which going into the games, I have to be prepared to, step into that role if something were to happen, and, something did on Saturday, and, that's why you have to, stay on top of your playbook, stay on top of what you're doing, because, at any minute I could go from being back out there to back in there, so just have to stay on top of it.
How much work do you do at center in practice, or is it mostly just mental preparation?
It was a lot of mental preparation this week. I put a lot into that left tackle spot in terms of preparation, getting that first start there. So, but like I said, had to keep staying fresh on the center stuff, and in case something were to happen.
As a rookie coming in and playing in a game like that, are you concentrating so hard that you don't even kind of realize what's unfolding, or did you even take a minute to look at the scoreboard and say, wow, or are you just concentrating too hard to even think like that?
It's always just been, especially from offensive linemen's thought, on to the next play, on to the next series, let's score another touchdown, let's put some more points up there. Mm-hmm. So, you never look up there and, be satisfied until the end of the game, until you see zeros up there at the end of the 4th quarter, and you got 59 points. Then you can be pretty happy.
But for an offensive lineman, there must have been a sense of just being totally jazzed as you were. 328 yards rushing.
Yeah, when you're running the ball like that, it's fun. Mm-hmm. It's real fun from an offensive lineman standpoint. Especially because we were able to run it on the edge. Run power. Basically, open up the running game, and it was very fun.
Did you guys have the idea going into the game that you were going to be able to run like that?